Hi. What the? Oh, I know why. Sorry, 1 second. It's on the wrong one. It's on. Wait, no. I guess I gotta make a new one. Sorry about this one. So to take just 1 second. Um, anyway, I guess I just add another one. No, sorry, 1 second. I guess when I was playing around with this the other day, I accidentally turned off my PNG tuber because I was playing around with my upcoming VTuber actually, which is pretty exciting. I should have him functional. I'm aiming to do something next Saturday. We'll see what's going on. I forgot what this. Oh wait, here maybe this is. I don't even remember what you used for this. Hmm. This is annoying. I'm sorry. So just take one moment to get this fixed. So I hope everyone's having a good week. I'm readjusting back to being at work. It's from my week off. That was nice. It's reactive scores? No. Hmm. I can't believe I don't remember what I have to do for this. Because VTube support and I guess yeah, this isn't what I want. It's annoying. I'm sorry. Huh. Well, while I'm looking, it's ArcFight is coming around again this year. That's why I'm gonna do it again today. This is the team I'm on called Team Mystery. I'm gonna make at least the 5 characters. I'll try to add some new ones. I'll put in some music too, just so we. It is so strange. Why is it? Image. No, that's not it. That's the wrong kind of. Wait, is it? Yeah, because it's just capturing the. Hmm. Strange. It's image. Oh, image is that. That's right. I just made that an image. That's weird. Oh, I know why. Because I was testing it as a backdrop for my character. So, um, well, this is a bummer. It should be easy. It used to be easy, but then game capture. There we go. There I am. Okay, sorry for the delay. Yeah, I'll be. It just took longer than I expected, but it's okay. Oops, I'm grabbing the wrong window. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. It was technical difficulties. Oops. All right. Now, like I said, I'm going to be working on some characters. So I got redrawing this one and doing some. But let's just since it's the beginning of the week, I'll start off with some figure drawing, and then I'll get into the drawing. Oops. But yeah, that was weird. And the music's not working. Why wouldn't it? Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure how many of these I'll get done, but I'm going to try and do a few. Man, some of these images are terrible now. I don't know why they made them so small now. Maybe it's because of the AI. They shrunk some. I'm not sure, but these normal ones are like tiny now. Bum, 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 bum. Yes. Wow, these are. Sorry. I'll get my. I know. There's a way around this though. I can cheat this. One sec. I just realized. I'm so lucky that that was not a capture. Oh, here we go. Here's some poses. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Bum, 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 bum. I'll try some interesting poses. So I got these collections by certain people. I know it's great having the model is actually working for the most part. I just need to do some cleanup on it before I go live, and I was maybe going to try and make some story to go with them. I mean, I do have one, but to just like a actual like recreating part of the scene maybe, or like redrawing the library too. Maybe I might update that one. I'm not sure what I would add to it, but it'd be kind of nice to figure something special for a debut. So. I got most of it done. I just gotta fix some features on it and clean up the animation on the one arm, the big arm, and then add in my little fire guy, which I can't believe I waited this long to do that, but it shouldn't take long. So. It's nice that I was able to use my webcam. Hopefully I can figure out why it was doing that, making a beeping noise, a clicking noise. I'll play around with that this weekend, probably. Just that'll be my main focus for that, and hopefully I can fix that up. It's nice having it pretty much complete. I just need now. I just do all that stuff, and I'll continue to add more to it over time, like some more features and some more other things. So yeah, that'll be nice. And a little bit variation from the actual reference. That's what's wrong. So, actually, I don't have to. Well, might as well just move it the right way. Do the easier thing and just move the whole thing. Over here. Okay. All right. do 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 do. And then I'm gonna try and get the disc. Maybe what I'll do is I'll also try and get the Discord up this weekend, because that way I could have that up for suggestions on upcoming drawing events. Especially with having two different places I'm drawing, that might make things easier. So. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I mean, I think it came out pretty good, honestly. The model. It has a few things here and there I can tighten up, but I suppose. But it came out looking pretty good. Like just obviously there seems like the line work and everything could be sharpened for this next model, the next upgrade for it, but for now it's I think pretty good. Sorry, just finding this. I don't know why it's so hard to find reference today for some reason. It's like sometimes it gives me like nothing but great images, and some other times it's just like, meh. I guess this is. Yeah, I'll go for it. I guess it's a pretty basic pose, but yes, it's better. Oh, good. The undo button's still working. I was worried it might be a past him. Trying to pretend like it doesn't work again. I'll be right back. Let's get some water. Sorry. That's what I'll have to remind myself. I need to make a since I'll be using video capture for the face. I need to put a chat box. I guess I'm gonna have to do that anyway. It's gonna be weird. There's gonna be a lot of head turning because I'm gonna be like chats on my other window that's not to my left. So it's gonna be interesting. I'll come up with something better later on, but for now that's all I can do. This one's coming out terrible. I'm not going to do this. Do one more quick sketch and then I'll get to work on my characters. So let's draw. I don't know. They're just not giving me good stuff to draw today, are they? Just like determined. But I'm more determined. Well, a back study, I guess, could be kind of a smart way to end this, considering. Yeah, let's do that. Just for like a little bit of a tutorial hidden in here. It's like you just draw back in various positions just to show how it's first like straight on, and then it's going to be a male back. It's got glutes. Glutes. Hey, like these different muscles. So then if you want to do like this, it's good to remember where they are, just so that when if you draw from the back again, you kind of just recreate the muscles again, kind of. This is for Yeah. Okay. Cool. That was fun. A little bit of a. I can do more of those if anyone ever wants. I'm happy to do an entire stream that's just all about like anatomy. Without well, actually, I have one more I could do. This is the 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 one that people are most scared of. Actually, I'll do really quick. Because which one that I? Which one should I do? Foot or hand? Um, that's tough because both are really rough. But we'll do. We'll do hands because that's probably the toughest one. Yeah, yeah, hands would be better to look at. Just gonna find a good. The torso is actually not that hard when you get used to how it works. It's really just like this like long shape. Depends on. I mean, you can always alter it. I usually, for my general female form, I do this, like that kind of like an egg for the top, and then a just like a this kind of 3D shape for the bottom, and then I kind of just connect them. And for men, it depends. Like for Richard, it's essentially just that. It's just like it's cut off into his upper top part. Like the big, it could be kind of circular, but not really. It's more, actually more like just like a huge rectangle on the top and the smaller, like smaller one for the bottom part. But then you could obviously mess with this too, with both male and female, kind of like for like you go like pear shape for a woman's form, kind of. Or you could go pair with a guy, but it would be more like more apple than pear, I guess, with a guy. He'd be like kind of no hit. It's a really big dude. Yeah. But there's so many different combinations, and I'll go over that in another drawing session in the future. But I just thought I would just like hint at it for this, because why not do that a little bit here? And maybe I'll do that a little bit more if more people come in. If are interested in tonight, I'll work on that. There's my guy's character sheet, and here is the forest spirit that I'm working on. She's gonna be. She's the nature spirit inside of June's guitar. Yeah, in the gem in her guitar. So. And next week I'll probably start just doing Art Fight itself. So, or yeah, because you know what, I'm probably gonna do a comic on Friday. Because I've been either that or do the art challenge again. One of the two. I'm in the mood for something different. I want to just do Art Fight this month. I am tired today. It's only been a half hour each. But that's good. That means that people are probably just having dinner, or we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, this is another character from my comic, Nyla Winters. She's been transformed by the Feywild and is part dragon now. And she's trying to become a researcher just like Grace. And she's been really... I think Richard's like just happy that she's there, actually, because he knows that like how dangerous those forests are. So at least she has a capable caster to support her. I gave her 2 different bits of clothing just to show that, like, just to, because they're going to be out there for a little while, so I figured giving her more than one thing to dress in would give her a little more variety. Although I guess it's really just a hoodie, isn't it? It was supposed to be more, but I think I guess it is just, it's different leg coverings too, so. It's supposed to be a... Weird. I finally watched the Wild Robot over the weekend. That was good. Definitely dramatic at times, but it was in a good way, where it had good music and the story was interesting. So, would recommend. I am gonna try and search for some new people. I will look for some of the old crew, like Art Ninja. I'll try and if you watch this in the future, I'll try and find your try and do maybe one of your characters. And there's like a few other people I really enjoyed drawing their OCs last year, and I'll definitely go back to them. Kind of a mess. I went a little bit too crazy with the highlights. Oops, what am I doing? Just to show that she can control both water and turn it into very powerful ice spells too. Maybe work on her a little bit more too. Kind of want to get her color in. And maybe tighten up her line work a little bit more. I think she had... She had green hair. I'm gonna try it because I didn't try it. I went straight to purple, but it might be better to do it with her being a forest spirit, giving her more of a, like, earth tones more, but maybe like bright earth tones. Yeah. Check, see what I had. I did have a version of, whoops. I did have an old version of her where she was, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Nope, here it is. Oh, okay, I gave her blue skin originally. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Turquoise hair, actually. I do like it becoming the foxtail, though, so I'm going to keep that. But, I don't like that green. A little bit more color. Or even just a different shade. Yeah, originally she had a different type of mask, but I thought that I was gonna have it turn into a fox anyway eventually, and I thought it would be more fun to do that from the beginning. Yeah, the midtones here are not good. Try this out, because she was going to be bright colors anyway, so now yeah, give it a shot. Oh, the blue, right? Like. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm having mixed feelings about this color scheme. I don't like that yellow. I might have to push it to something else. It's not bad, it's just kind of not a good predominant color for her, I don't think. Well, she's a maybe something like that, or we'll try some other colors. I'm gonna do one more set of colors and then I'll move on to something else. If this is taking too much time, but I do want to get her character model like figured out to some degree. So This is kind of interesting. Oops, sorry, she's kind of over here. Playing with her. Wait, what was originally her? Not that. Oh yeah, I was going crazy with the color in there. Yeah, I was trying some really bright colors. I don't like it. Well, yeah, I don't like it. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I'll try the bright pink for the hair. I call her a forest spirit. That's because that's where she found her. It doesn't mean that she's actually, like, bound to the forest. She might even be trapped there before she was, found by June. Yeah, just playing around with colors right now, trying to find a good scheme to go with the orange, but I'm not sure with the top being the darkest if that really works. I guess I can make like the ends of the up there. Maybe the hands are red too, or I don't know what that pink is kind of bugging me. It does not. Maybe it's just because of its shade, but it just doesn't look like it belongs here. Maybe if I put like a shadow here behind her, kind of. It's a little better. Maybe the violin's like almost like a black. That might be actually cooler. And add more to whether she's good or evil. Bum, bum. It's a quiet night tonight. Apology. It doesn't feel like it's already. I can't. Part of me doesn't think it feels like it's already Wednesday. Then there's another part that wishes it was Friday. Although I want to get more of the model done, so I don't want to rush things too much. Like I want to have more time this week to clean up the little bits that like for instance, there's I don't know if it's just that I'm saving to the wrong file, but I keep having a piece appear that I don't want in the model. So I'm gonna look and see if I can find it, and if I can't, I'm also gonna look up a tutorial to just get rid of it because I'm tired of seeing it. This version, I'm gonna give her like more skin tone. Implied a little bit that she might be elven or something to that extent, or was an elf once before she became a spirit. So. Maybe I'll even just make her hands free of the, just so I can see a little bit more of her, at least for the character ref. Yeah. Oh, oops. I'm like, why is that color? Hmm. I figure she's kind of like mischievous but good intentioned. Like, there's might sit back and watch something unfold, but she doesn't want June to get hurt. She just is easily excited by everything around her and kind of wants to see where things are going to go sometimes. But after a stern talking she's about to get with Richard, I think she's going to realize that it's in her best interests and her survival to keep June healthy. He's not going to put up with her slacking on the job like she did in that first fight, where June got hurt because she was distracted, to put it mildly. It's been okay. Not a good brush for this. Oops. Man, so many brushes that are not good for this. Better. A little. Is it on the low? Yeah, it is. Psst. That's why I put it on the wrong layer. Sorry about that. Oh well. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that kind of makes this will make this stand out a little more. Yeah, something like that. I kind of like this color tone. I think I might play around with like some of the. I don't want to do crazy with this. Oops, sorry. Yeah. She's coming along. Maybe just like either do the same black for the boots. I'm thinking maybe, yeah, just like a. Maybe not. Try black and then we'll try white, or maybe. I would do try black, just for like. Yeah, sometimes I like to do this and just with the shade to kind of like see if I can, if I want it to be a flat tone, if I want it to have some color. Actually, it looks better with gray. Actually, I'm glad I actually played around with it like that. For a split second, I'm like, I had like one of those weird moments where you're like, am I streaming? I'm not worried. I mean, I'll make sure to make the announcement for my debut. It always feels weird for something so as small as me to say, but I'll still make sure that I give everyone proper notice. Like I'll probably put it up this weekend, honestly, just so that you have the week to prepare. I think he looks pretty good. She's coming along nice. Got some softening in some spots here and there. I put this picture over here just so that you can see that she does have a face underneath it. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. And as I said before, it's like I still want her to have something that resembles anatomy, but I'm going to push it as much as I can wherever I can, including like giving her like very like tight, fashiony kind of boots. That would be kind of cool. I like it. She looks pretty good, I think. I just need to clean her up a little bit more later. Actually, I still need to add more. I forgot about this part. She does have white on her fur too, in her hair as well. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, I think. I just want to give her a little bit more of her hair, have more of her hair showing. I think the purple actually isn't bad. I was worried about it for a little bit, but I definitely wanted it to be a bright color, and because I wanted her to always stand out. Maybe actually this will be this color. Yeah. No. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Add a little bit more line work just to clean things up a little bit. Yep, it's dark. That's a little better. I don't want it to be like crazy dark, but it does have to show that she's. And most of her face is going to be in shadow. Something like that, maybe. I'll play around with it a little more, but just like giving her. Yeah, something like that, where it's just like you can see a little bit of her smile. Cool. Okay, well that's a good start for her. Let's work on like I could clean him up, but he's far enough along that I can just do that later. Maybe redrawing her might be good because I did change her last year, and like I changed her back when I did the challenge again. So, I mean, when I did the that one art challenge. Although I'm going to keep her hair brunette, like a dark brunette. So we'll do that. Let's just use the fill tool. Bum, bum, bum. The latest episodes of Witch Hat have been really interesting. I really like all these characters. Even the support characters are really interesting. There's one of the young students taking the test in the episode is I won't spoil more than that, but he's about the episode. But he's pretty interesting, I think. Like they could have just been really boring with him, but I think they did a good job with the writing for him. Where's your original? I do have old ones of her. I'll just try to find one of those. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, bum. I had that one of her kicking. She's fighting Clay. Oh wow, I did have a picture of her originally. The other character, not her, not the one I'm looking for. What are these? Oh right, this is the part of the when she goes to she meets the familiar for the first time. And realize that disrespecting her is maybe not the best way to like become friends with her. So. And here's my I'm redrawing June for the ref sheet because it was I don't like the anatomy on these ones, and I thought I'd clean them up a little. But maybe we'll do those next since I can't find let's see, one sec. Sorry, it's here. I know it's here. Well, I guess. I mean, I have this. I don't know where her other thing went. This is old. That's not what she is that what she looked like? I do love that. This must have been more recent, like, not, I mean, it's still old, but it's not, it's more recent in that I changed Cole to being, having blonde hair. So I like her hair this color. I'm gonna add that highlight to it. got a little bit of it. Yeah, I like that. uh, for people who are just started lurking, if you or started at this point because I'm drawing a different character, I announced earlier I'm going to be doing a debut of sorts. It's always weird. I'll call it what it is, I guess. It is a debut, but it's weird saying a debut when you're not a commercial artist or not a commercial what's the word? A commercial VTuber. I have no affiliations with anyone, but I guess it's still a debut because it's my first model. I don't think I'm going to go too crazy with it because it's just going to be a small thing. I still want to like send out some announcements on my social media and everything. But today as I was saying earlier, I'm doing the art fight, and this is my board that I'm putting my characters on. You get 5 that you feature. You can put more in your profile, but like just to show 5 to give people an idea of the kind of things you create. I may include my one T-Rex just because he's kind of fun. The furry one that's puffed up like a chicken. Or I might include some Speakamellis just because that's a cool drawing, but problem with that one is it's kind of hard to tell what it is from that angle unless you know what a Speakamellis looks like. It's kind of like a dramatic shot. I'm definitely going to put her in because this is Nyla Winters. She's a researcher that's working with Grace and is kind of like hired. She kind of got she essentially just was the best choice for this mission, even though she's like normally they wouldn't let someone who's a young student become, because she's like she's in her teens still. She's younger than June, but she's very skilled with the magic that she's wields because she's used it for like she changed when she was like 11 into like this half dragon. So she's and she's come used to it. So it's not like she sees it as something to be ashamed of. In fact, she pushes her fashion to be as like bright and over the top as her skin tone. So she's very proud of everything about herself now because she knows this is it. Like, even if like magic changes again, she's gonna be this. She's adapted to Earth, so. And this is Annabelle. She's a in the story she's a detective. She originally was I don't remember what she originally was. I don't think she really had a story in the original, so I think this is why she's better in my current one, because she's helping Richard. She's going to help Richard narrow down where Grace might be by snooping around in the city and going places where he can't go because he's like relocated Spec Ops ghost essentially. Like I said this last time on my stream, but I'm imagining like their relocation was kind of like in The Incredibles, where like the government was incredibly. It wasn't like he ran from the government. The government was very grateful to him for his help, and they decided you've done all this for us, and like went through all a like other realm that like could be in Dante's Inferno. It was so traumatic for some people that came back, and he came back the least affected out of all the other soldiers. At least on the outside, it looked like it. And so they had him and Cole set up this like these pocket dimensions where certain people can go and live the rest of their life quietly, free of interacting with anyone if they wanted, because they figured they've seen the worst in everyone. So if they just want to live a quiet like farming sim life or something, or in Cole's case, a quiet spending the rest of his years studying and searching all the secrets of magic, but in his own privacy, and occasionally getting visitors when he wants, but not many people know where he is except for like his sister and like maybe a few people that are like giving him food, delivering food to him through portals, which is actually how Richard finds him. That's why he was at that diner in the story, is because he's like, this is the only, it's like, I didn't have time to, I kind of forgot to grab the address book. So. But yeah, she's got these huge gloves on that are imbued with this with certain spells that she can slot into them. Maybe in this one she only has one on. Because it kind of does make it harder for her to maneuver with that on, covering her hand completely. Maybe this one's just the bracer itself. It's not the, or not the bracer, yeah, just the bracer part of it. But, I don't know. She's athletic, but she's mostly relies on magical items. And just not beginning in fights with the biggest, baddest things ever. It's like she'll get in scraps once in a while, but usually it's more just like a small like bar fight or something to get information or something. But she knows not to like take on like an orc or something, or a purebred like unseelie elf would be a bad idea to get angry, or even a seelie elf that's pure. Being one of those angry, equally bad. Not a good way to start the day. I'm going to play with some colors for her too, actually, because I'm not sure what her skin tone was. Or not, I mean, I'm not her, I don't know what color her clothes are. I know what color skin tone is, but... It's funny, I was listening to this one TikTok thing of people talking to cosplayers and asking them like, what would be your choice anime world to live in? And I don't know. Especially because they were talking about shonen, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in any shonen world, really. I mean, I haven't watched Fairy Tail, but that one, even that one seems pretty rough. From just like the fact that, like almost anyone can use magic, especially people that shouldn't. So. And definitely not the Mash Bowl world where everyone's got magic powers and they're like high. It's very dangerous because there's like an organization that is scarier than the Death Eaters. Maybe she's kind of like Huntress, but with a more like these poofy pants that are guarded by armor. I'd give it a pink actually. She is like my knockoff Ty Lee, so I'll try pink with her. And by knockoff I mean like, well, first of all, she's older obviously, but she's also, it's a bit of she was one of the most positive in the group in the original story, because for different reasons, the two other characters, like, which is kind of weird to think about with Clay, because he's usually a pretty chipper guy, but like, I think with him it was probably more just like dealing with the more eccentrics in the town and how they kind of were just a pain. They were getting on his nerves to a degree, like they were always goofing, always starting fights that were, and just treating it like a big adventure, and it's like, I just want to go home. or he would be like, I just want to challenge, really, is the bigger thing. I'll call it pretty soon, but I got a couple things colored tonight, so I think that's pretty good. Honestly, I think the simplicity with her might be the best, at least for this version, especially for Art Fight, because I know a lot of people you're supposed to technically be doing these with mostly flats, but that's just not how I draw, so I'm trying to keep the color palette as simple as possible, though. So someone, and I'll make like what I'll do is I'll make like little keys like over here. Yeah. Put them next to each other if they're things that are related. Can't remember what. Maybe I think she had green eyes. I think, or were they? No, I think, yeah, hers are green. The Steel Song have blue eyes. If anyone in chat has an Art Fight profile and would like, I don't know, I don't want to promise something I can't offer. But you know what? No, if you come in here and you comment, I will put every effort into trying to gift you something, give one of your OCs. How's that? Because you put in the time to do it, I'm gonna put in the time to at least give you a drawing of your character. I think that's fair. Because I know I normally would say I would be grumps and would be like, I don't do fan requests, but for this instance of this art fight, I do. Because they'll be your OCs anyway, so. Or if you have you know what? If you have a friend that you would like to, that you think would like their character done in my style, send put them in the chat as a suggestion. I mean, I would never have seen Art Ninja's like characters if I didn't explore and just check out other people's art and not be don't be an art snob. So. Which is just something I would say to anyone who's doing the art challenges, because, like, I think especially when I was starting in art, I would have been so excited to have someone with more experience draw my characters, just for fun. Because sometimes it feels like I heard, I don't think it was that bad last year from what I heard. But in the past, there has been some issues with people coming in and being like, expecting only to do commission gifts for highly talented artists, as they put it. But I mean, that's subjective to begin with, and I'll never guess what someone's path, like what their growth will be, because like I had spurts in my art talent where like I would just like an entire summer I would just sit down with my art books, the anatomy ones, and just like draw anatomy for like 2 hours a day. And that summer I really improved a lot. I mean, not honestly, the majority of this is just me drawing all the time. And even I admit my anatomy is not perfect. But the more you draw and the more I mean, first of all, you'll realize you do, if you have the like push to draw all the time, you, shocker, like drawing. It's your hobby. You're an amateur artist now. Which amateur is not a bad word. So if you hear people say that, it's not an insult. I had to figure that out over time. I think it was harder for me because I went to college for it, and when you say amateur artist and you're like, I put thousands of dollars into this, it's like, please don't say amateur for that. But too bad. I only got a minor in illustration anyway, so when it comes to illustration, I would never take it personally. And the rules for like even that or not the rules, but just like what I learned back then wouldn't even be that useful now. I mean, some of it would, some of it is, but like, so much of handling a Cintiq or an iPad is just a different creature than pencil and paper, which I would like to try again. I'm tempted to almost even try for this, but we'll see. Maybe I'll maybe I'll look into it as an option for some of the drawings, just for the fun of it, to do something different, but that would take so much more time. I think this looks pretty good. Very basic, but it's just going to be for art fight, so I'll probably clean up some of the line work, but I like it. I'll do a front view or something, or like a standing front view, which I think I already have one of her standing. Ah, my leg just tensed. Gotta stand up and stretch. Okay. I will make a well, that's gonna be in for the Twitch, but I'm gonna do a prompts for like mini like exercise, just to keep my blood flowing while and just keep me help me keep me awake too. Honestly, there's been days where I'm just like fighting to stay awake because I just sometimes just don't get good sleep. But anyway, I think we're, unless someone pops in right now, or I think I'll call it here 2 hours, because I do want to get some work done on the model tonight and chat with some people to organize for the debut, which will be again. Well, first off, if you like this, please like and subscribe and hit the bell. And as I said earlier, only a little bit earlier, if you have a friend or you have a character that you would like to see in my art style, I can't guarantee I can do it, but I will push myself to do as many of these as I can. And maybe I'll make it so that the more of my episodes you watch, the more likely I'll get to your drawing or something like that. Is the only way, like a little bit of bribery, but not like, even if it's like you prove that you're lurking, I'll still count that as like being a part of the community. Because, I mean, I already know if certain people that are followers asked me, I wouldn't really hesitate, because there's just certain people that I can that are regulars, and I would gladly reward them for that. So if that's you, then just let me know. And anyway, I'll see you all on Friday. So if you want to look around Art Fight, or and maybe even if you have suggestions, I suppose that's less likely to be something that I would do, unless it's a very good suggestion and you think it might be someone that would want to network or something. Then I would agree to that. But otherwise, yeah. I like helping other artists too when I can, even though I'm small. We're all in this together, just trying to help each other grow. Honestly, I'm more interested in talent grow, but growing presence would be great too. So if they're in need of help with anatomy, but they have a bigger audience, and I'd be glad to be help to anyone. So, yeah, that was a long spiel. Thank you for if you stuck through that, and I'll see you all Friday. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your